about your Magic, though. Coming off a playoff appearance, pick up two-time champ KCP. Why are the Magic a team to watch out for in the East this season?
Yeah, I think getting KCP is going to help us a lot. That's a guy that's, won 2 championships in the last 5 seasons. He's been around some of the greatest of all time, so he's going to be able to come out and make a huge difference for us. But, I think we're a really young team, and getting that playoff experience, getting a top 5 seed last year, I think we got a lot of momentum heading into the next season, and I think everybody's just going to get a year better, a year stronger, and just more developed, and we should be good next year.
I want to take a moment to give you a lot of props, man, because, I mean, coming out of Duke, we all knew that you had potential. You were worthy of being the #1 overall pick. But to show up and show out the way that you did last year, I can't say enough. And you, in that Game 7, you just looked like you just ran out of gas. It was like I was begging somebody else to step up and help you. They couldn't make shots, which is why picking up KCP is a big deal. I want to know, what did you learn from the experience, the playoff experience that you just had this year that you think is going to propel you to continue to ascend in the NBA for years moving forward?
Yeah, I think, I learned how to kind of slow the game down in the playoffs. I think, those first 2 games of the series in Cleveland, I felt a little sped up. I turned the ball over a lot. And then I think from that Game 1 and 2 to Game 3, I think that's where I made that jump, that adjustment, started to really slow the game down, really started to be, really intentional where I picked my spots on the floor to score and play make. And I also learned that you got to be in elite shape, not only physically but mentally, just to deal with the grueling, 7-game series. It's fun going against the same team over and over, but it's also a huge challenge. So I think that's something that I took and will definitely use for next year.
And I think you've already proved something for that franchise. We've had a lot of trouble with their #1 picks.
Yeah.
Howard, okay, Shaq, we know, but they, Marcus Fultz, I can give you a lot of guys, and you came down there from Duke, a lot of pressure, and you're going to be, a perennial all-star, and you're going to be a Hall of Famer for a franchise that's had a lot of #1 picks, and it's failed. You had pressure, you responded. How about that for a second?
Yeah, I mean, Orlando took a chance on me when they drafted me, and I'm forever grateful for that. I always, will give them, my respect and my love for that because, no one knew I was going to go #1. I didn't know I was going to go #1. So they put the trust in me to take that chance and take me #1. And after that, I felt like it was my job to, help them reach heights that hadn't been reached in a long time. And so, my first year, it was an up and down struggle, but we improved. And then last year, we made the playoffs and made a huge jump. So we're trying to do that again next year and just keep taking it, one level at a time. But, we don't want to stop anytime soon. We want to keep going and eventually win a championship.
Let me correct Mad Dog for a quick second here when he talked about Howard, with Dwight Howard was okay. He was a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, by the way.
Didn't win a championship.
Well, Kobe stopped him. Kobe stopped him, so let's get that out the way. Having said that, I got to ask you this, Paolo. When you look at all the noise, we saw the Boston Celtics capture the championship. We've seen the New York Knicks elevate. The Philadelphia 76ers just picked up Paul George. How are you guys feeling about all the talk that's been circulating throughout the Eastern Conference with very little to nothing being said about the Orlando Magic?
Man, we feel like we're right there. We're right there with all those teams. I remember last year we started the year off as a top 3, top 2 seed, and everybody thought it was a fluke. Everybody thought we were going to be a play-in team and drop out the top of the East. But we finished strong and got the 5th seed and had a chance to really grab the 2 seed at the end of the season. So, we were right there last year, and so we got better this year. Like I said, I got better. All of us got better. We got some new pieces that's going to help a lot. And yeah, we're trying to make some noise. I think we should easily be a top 4, top 3 team and have a chance to win the East.